Hello, we have made it to the grand final of the Eurovision Song Contest. My name is Steve Holden, and over the last few months, you have heard me chatting to the class of 2024, and the day is finally here. That day that they have been building up to all these months is here. And from today's episode, you are going to hear from loads of different people involved in the contest. We're going to hear from artists to commentators. We've got a couple of Eurovision legends on the way. But before we do that, joining me for one last time is Tina Merazun, music journalist and this year's Swedish commentator. We're nearly at the end.
Yeah, I'm not one of those legends, but I am a friend of the show. Happy to be here one last time.
You are a friend of the show. What can we expect tonight?
It's gonna be so much fun, I think, with the finalists, with the interval acts. I mean, we know that Alcazar is gonna be on stage like a Swedish disco group, and they're always so sparkly and energetic. Then we have Carola, who is an icon in Sweden. She's basically the Swedish Mariah Carey, I guess you could say. And together with Charlotte Perrelli and Conchita Wurst, I mean, come on, it's going to be amazing.
Whose staging this year has sent you wild?
So there's two, and that's Switzerland and Ireland. So Nemo with their spinning platform, I think that's bold, I think that's exciting, and I feel like a mum every time they go on it, because I'm like, please don't fall down, please don't fall down. And with Ireland, I feel that it feels like watching a musical, like with the lights, with the whole story from beginning to end. I really appreciate and like all the drama in that number as well.
Whose vocal has been epic?
Again, I have to say Switzerland. Nemo sings epically, and also Eden Golan, her vocals is also very good.
I think Slaman as well for France. When he steps away from the microphone.
Yeah, that's true. Of course. Shout out to Slaman as well. Wow.
When I first heard that he was going to do that, I wasn't too sure. I was like, that's bold, that's a bit risky, but having seen it in the arena now, there are chills, there are goosebumps, people go crazy.
Yeah, it for me as well. When I saw it on paper, I thought, maybe not. But it translates very, very well. And I mean, all of it is because of his amazing voice. Well done.
We begin and end with raves as well, don't we?
We do. So we have Marcus and Martinus starting the whole competition, and then Colleen with We Will Rave in the end. So I think it's a good start and an end.
Well, we need a party, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I've just remembered what your homework was for the podcast.
Yeah, the thing. Just let me. I'm just gonna get it out.
Yeah. So if people didn't hear yesterday's episode, I have said that I would like Tina to say the entire name of Estonia's song, because it is the longest and probably most hard song title to pronounce in the history of the Eurovision Song Contest. So Tina is reading from the phone, which is allowed. Here we go.
Okay. 5 minuusten pull-up with Nendes narkotikumides tea mekul midagi.
That's amazing!
See, I did my homework.
Are you going to say that on air?
Yes.
Tina, go and enjoy the grand final, and thank you for being on the podcast. Thank you for being our Swedish voice here.
Thank you.
So I'm here with the boys once again, Marcus and Martinus. You're opening the show at the grand final. We spoke about this a couple of months ago, but we're finally here. How has it been?
I mean, it's been busy.
Understatement.
Yes, no, but it's been fun. It's been a journey that I will never forget because it's, the Eurovision world is crazy. It's something else, really. But it's been... I don't want to say it, but it's been unforgettable and it's been very nice. I tried to find another word to say it, but I couldn't. So, but it's been so remarkable.
Yeah. Unremarkable. What's the weirdest thing you've seen here?
Ireland's outfits? No. I was about to say, I don't know if I can look at Bambi Thug or not, because,
You might get sacrificed.
Yeah, one thing. Or I don't know if Bambi Thug is naked or not.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Well, the demon on stage with her certainly is. The guy that they're with.
Is he like super naked?
Well, almost.
Their performance is incredible. I love their performance.
Is that the one that's made you go wow?
Yeah.
And who else has made you go wow apart from yourselves?
Ooh, I actually I really liked Armenia. Yeah. I really did. I was rooting for them actually when I saw it yesterday. I don't know why, but the look she has in her face when she's singing to the camera, I love it.
She does I don't know if you've heard this. She does the best impression of a chicken that you've ever heard.
I saw that on Instagram. Yeah, that was crazy.
I've never heard anything as good as what she did.
That was crazy. I know.
Who have you bonded with since you got here in Malmö?
I mean, most of the people in semi-final one and a lot of people here as well. But like we stopped talking with them and bond like with every artist here. I think like we're friends with everybody here right now.
You've been dancing with everybody. I've seen people do the routine. Windows 95 man tried to do it, but gave up.
Yeah, I think they're good at having fun, but maybe not like when we teach them a dance. They were like, we do Finland way. And I was like, yeah. Finland, they say. It's Finland.
I do love them as well. Their joy.
Yeah,
their joy.
Their performance. Because in the semi-final we were after them. So like two songs after. So we're behind there like watching and waiting, and we just stand there and laugh. It's like so good with the It's so fun because on a flag parade we can't have flags with us, but we did it on the rehearsal because we thought it was allowed, but it wasn't. So now for real we didn't have flags. But Finland was supposed to have Windows 95 man flag, no Finland flag. It was only like Windows 95. It was so funny. This looks so much like Windows 95 man. This dog. It has like you can see.
Oh my goodness. I'm just watching a dog that is dressed as Windows 95 man. Yeah, it does look like him. The shorts are coming down. What kind of dog is that? That's a Labrador.
Retriever.
Oh, golden retriever.
Yeah, but it's
got the face.
Yeah, they are actually similar in the face. It was very funny.
We're in your dressing room. There's two little beds here. Have you actually used them?
No, we haven't had time. I actually did yesterday, but I didn't sleep. I was just chilling in them with my headphones, because you are here for 12 to 15 hours, so sometimes you need a bed.
Well, yeah, because right now we're in your dressing room and like we can hear the show, the rehearsal going on.
I don't understand why we have doors. It's like people close it because we play music, and then it's like, well, we have a roof here, so yeah.
I hear Celia Capsis singing a lot. 'Cause you're a liar.
No, in the first semi-final, she wouldn't stop singing. 'Cause you're a liar, 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 yeah.
She was doing a lot of rehearsing. Celia. For Cyprus.
Oh, Cyprus. But you said Sia, and I was thinking about
Celia.
Oh yeah, I just chandelier. That's Sia. I was like, Sia, is she here?
To be honest, at this point we're all a bit delirious.
Yeah, we are. Listen to me. I met someone yesterday, and I talked to them today, and I forgot I met them yesterday, and I was like, I never do that. But now when my head is like so full of everything, it's like I don't know. I'm tired.
Are you looking at me going, who are you?
I remember when we talked and had the football quiz. That was fun.
Did you ever do any football with anybody here?
I hope when we were seeing you again that we could do another quiz, But
well, I know because I should have had it prepared for today, but we've done this on the fly, as we say. But I did find out there is loads of sports people here. You could have an Olympics team.
I saw Baby Lasagna. He likes to play football, so we should play with him.
Do you think you'll do any collabs with anybody after this?
We would like to. I talked to the ones from Ukraine, but it was very funny. We didn't talk about music, but they said they really want to come and watch us play football. And I was like, well, we live up north in Norway. Yeah, we come and watch you play. And I'm like, it's pretty cold. Oh, good. I was just laughing, but they're so nice. Yeah.
They are. And finally, how does it feel to be here representing Sweden?
I mean, it's amazing. I feel this pride when I walk out and it says Sweden behind us, because Sweden is the best or one of the best countries in Eurovision. I guess goosebumps when I hear that intro, everything. So it's just the best feeling ever, and so excited that the final day is tomorrow, but also very sad.
Guys, good luck opening the show. It's been amazing to like get to know you, to see you on this whole journey. Have fun, boys.
Thank you. Grazie mille.
Thank you to the twins who are representing Sweden. They are opening the grand final. I'm here in the delegation bubble at the moment. As you can hear, loads going on. All the acts are currently walking out of the delegation bubble to go to stage. So I'm just seeing Tally from Luxembourg through the doors, and behind me is Isaac for Germany. It is the jury final tonight. This is when we're recording this. Everything feels very real right now. Everyone's got their flags out. They've got their little sections where people from their own delegations are sitting together. I was supposed to be chatting to Australian drag superstar Courtney Act, but she has had to run off to interview the Estonians. I was ditched for the Estonians, but I'll catch up with her later. That will be fine. In the meantime, I know that there is another drag superstar here, so stay right there. Hi, Nicky doll.
Hi, darling.
How are you enjoying your time here at Eurovision?
I'm having a blast. I grew up watching Eurovision thinking that this was a little too colorful that it should be, and then I fell into drag and I was like, oh, that was just a big drag show. So now being able to be part of it, to be able to do the commentaries for friends, and see from up close like the newer generation of icons that come out of this is just an honor. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, the Venn diagram between Eurovision and drag, it's basically just a circle almost.
Absolutely. Some of these girls are more dragged up than me. So I need to amp up my game.
What's it like doing the commentary? Because this is your first year doing it, isn't it?
It's fun because I love performance. I love singing. I love dancing. I love all the visual aspect of performing. It is definitely a trickier thing because I have to do the voiceover on people that are doing the job that I usually do, which is hosting. So it's a different monster. But after the first 10 minutes, I got the hang of it, and I really enjoy it. It's really fun to be that little voice that comments and say out loud what everybody's at home is thinking. Hopefully.
And tell us about Slimane, because he is huge in France. For anyone that doesn't realize this, he is one of France's biggest singers.
Yes, he's definitely a very highly respected singer, definitely respected for his vocal abilities. And what you're going to get from Slimane during this Eurovision is truly his DNA as an artist. It's like he doesn't need that much around him. Everything happens in his throat. It sounded very sexual, but I'm talking about his vocal cords, I promise. His very beautiful singing voice.
How is it going with Drag Race France? When you got the call to do it, you must have thought, oh my God, yes, immediately.
Absolutely. Drag Race France is doing, this is the part where I'm sounding a little vain. Get over it. Drag Race France is doing really amazing. It was actually the franchise that was the most watched and highly rated last year with season 2. But as a French queen that literally had to leave France to go to America to fulfill my dreams, to be able to see that this phenomenon is finally happening in France, and seeing all drag artists to be able to fully live their life only by doing drag and not having a second job or having a hard time paying their bills, I feel very accomplished and very proud and honored to carry that torch. That's because also we are hosting the Olympic Games.
Oh yes, what a year for you,
right? And I'm going to tell you something. I am actually going to be running with the torch.
Oh my goodness. In drag?
Drag, mama.
So you are commentating at Eurovision and running with the flame. Can the year get any better?
Yeah, I'm releasing music and you're going to stream it.
You're releasing music?
I'm releasing an EP which is going to be in English and in French. And music has always been my first passion. Drag is a great vessel to be able to express myself and tap into all the creative monsters that lives in this brain. But music and singing has always been my number one passion, and I'm so happy to be able to do that.
I think something's going on this year at Eurovision because we've got here you, Courtney Act from Australia, Tia Coffey's here from the UK, Sharon is here from Spain, and Electra is here from Sweden. We've got like an international drag race contingent, all who release music. Are you just planning something? Is there something in the works?
Do I have my little finger next to my mouth and sing and laughing with an evil eye? Maybe. I think we just, if you don't get the invite, just slam the door and get inside. And that's what we're all doing.
You'll explode it from the inside out, basically. But maybe one of you will be on that stage eventually.
And to be honest, all the names that you mentioned, I think definitely deserve it. I think Courtney was actually... She was almost selected for Australia.
She was.
And I definitely think that that was not her last word. She will definitely try again.
And Conchita's here, obviously the mother of Eurovision and drag.
I am such a fan. Like, I think I rarely, fangirl in front of someone, but if I would actually meet her in person, I would probably, be, praising her because she definitely was a trendsetter and someone that normalized us on a mainstream platform. And she did it with a beard on, which was also very ballsy.
Do you have a favorite Eurovision song of all time?
Actually, I am known in the US for being someone that performed a lot of Eurovision divas. I do very, very often Euphoria by Lauren.
Yes!
I do very often Fuego by Eleni Fouera.
Yes!
This might be one of my most performed songs. Like, I do it all the freaking time.
With the choreo?
Yes! No, I do the choreography.
Yeah, of course.
And then I thought I finally nailed the choreography, and then Miss Thing opened for the first semi-finale and added a whole dance break, and I was like, now I have to go back and do some homework? God damn it, Eleni.
Yeah, she basically gave her own self a glow-up in the choreo.
Right, that was her All-Stars version of Fuego.
The All-Stars, love it. Have you done Chanel Slow-Mo yet?
I have done it once during my travel show with Lolita Banana, who is the co-host of Drag Race Mexico, and we did slow-mo, and it was beautiful. No, I do not know that choreography, and I'm not even mad about it.
Nicky doll, enjoy your time here at Eurovision.
Thank you so much for having me.
So it's funny who you meet sometimes backstage at Eurovision, because I've just found two Serbian legends from the contest, and I think I should let you two introduce yourselves.
Bojana Stemanov, song Beauty Never Lies, year 2015, Vienna.
Hello. What was the first one? The year 2022. My name is Konstrakta, and the song was In Corpore Sano.
How does it feel being back in the bubble? Does it bring back nice memories?
Yes, I miss it. Actually, now when I'm here and looking all the commotion, yes, I do miss it. Maybe someday, somehow, another Eurovision.
Konstrakta, you tried to get to Eurovision this year. Teodora was the one that came, but you're still here anyway.
Yeah, I'm here. You cannot skip me. You cannot. Yeah. For me, it's also nice to. I was here 2 years ago at Eurovision, and it's also nice. But what brings the memory most is the smell of Moroccan oil.
The hair care.
Yeah, because when you bump into this, it brings the memory. Yeah.
Bojana, what did you think when Konstrakta did her thing in Turin?
Oh, I was cheering. I was in Turin. I was in the arena.
Were you?
Yes, I was. And I was like, at one point I was scared because first part of the song is very quiet and she's saying, Käärijä tajna, zdrave kosi, and I couldn't hear her. I was very high up in the sky, yeah? And at one point I just felt the arena shaking with the applause. Biti zdrava. And I was like, okay, the song works, yes! So I was very happy. And I wanted her to win at one point, but then I was like, I don't think she would want to win because this is a big pressure. It is beautiful, but it's a big pressure.
Do you know that even in the show on Tuesday, in the postcard, when your song came up, Konstrakta, even in those 5 seconds, the whole arena still started clapping?
No, I didn't know. That's nice. I liked it.
We've spoken about this before. It was deafening to you, wasn't it, in your ear when the clapping was going?
Yeah. I couldn't hear myself. It was like I'm doing it by heart. I know what I have to do and I'm doing it. But it was really lovely, and this song, it seems that it has some hook on it, like this rhythm or this biti zdrava. So it works. It still works.
It's what every songwriter wants to get out of a song in their career, that hook that is instant, that everybody knows.
Yes, but I really think that there is no recipe for that. Maybe somebody thinks that knows the recipe, but I think that there is no recipe for it.
And what did you think of Bojana in 2015? Because that was a big performance. It was epic.
It was epic, and our expectations back then were really huge. And we were very supportive for her. But she bought me before the Eurovision entry because of her vocal, how do you say, vocal abilities. Yes, she's really fascinating.
I loved your video, Konstrakta, where you said, oh, these artists that come back for Eurovision, that will never be me. And then scrap it, you tried again.
Yeah, you see, I'm lying. I'm a liar. Yeah. Yes, I remember that. It was like a comment that maybe if you won Eurovision, maybe you don't have to come back. If you won. But I haven't.
Loreen came back and won again, so who knows?
Yeah, I'm not working alone. I have my colleagues, and it wasn't my idea to come back. Then we were discussing it for months. Shall we apply for this national competition? And then in the end I decided, because I had this song and it has something to do with the previous song, and then I made the episode 2. So it was then acceptable for me to perform it, just to make the second part of this, of this piece. So maybe, and I also said that maybe I can make it into a biennial. So maybe in 2 years I will come with something.
So maybe there will be the trilogy completed.
Trilogy, maybe in, quadrilogy.
Would you like to see Konstrakta back on the Eurovision stage?
Yes, I would. I would like to, personally, I would like to try myself again, but with a song that I am going to write. But if not, I would really like to see her, and there are a few more colleagues that I would like to see trying Eurovision. She already did, but there are some colleagues that I can see on this stage, and I can see that they don't see themselves, but we are here to tell them it's not so bad, it's quite very good, very, very good.
What about a duet?
What about a duet? Maybe, I don't know, maybe.
You can come on the stage with 6 people, so we can collect some 6, people. Or,
Yeah, we can phone Luke.
Yeah, 6 people gotta stick together.
It does feel, though, as I say this to a lot of people, once you get your taste of Eurovision, it never really goes away, does it?
Never. Once you get, I like to say, when you get into the Eurovision family, you're a member. Whatever you do, you can always feel safe here, somehow, for me. I've done my Eurovision 9 years ago. 9? Oh my God, 9. Oh.
It was just yesterday.
It was yesterday. But still, when Eurovision fans, audience, you, the reporters, whenever you call us for something that is in Eurovision involved, for me, it's like, yay, I really feel the joy, because you are like, we are, this circle, Eurovision bubble is something special, honestly, to me. And I think a lot of people who went to Eurovision changed their minds, and they're like, yes, Eurovision, respect.
Bojana, Konstrakta, thank you for the chat. Lovely to bump into you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Courtney, you're back.
I'm back.
How was Estonia?
Estonia was really fun, actually. I did their dance.
Yeah, the do-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. It's got a name, but I can't remember.
I didn't call it the dad dance to them, but it's a bit of a dad dance.
It is I always feel there's a little bit of chaos on stage with those 6.
Yeah, and they were fun. What did I learn about them that was interesting? Well, we talked about the name of their song, which is the longest song in Eurovision this year.
Correct.
And it means something. It translates to like, we don't know anything about these drugs.
Yes. You know more than me about it, but yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
But it is the longest Eurovision title in history. And apparently the clue is if you read it as it looks, you're there with the pronunciation.
Right. Well, because there's two words in brackets. So if you read it one way, it says it's because there's two bands that created a Eurovision supergroup.
They did.
Yes, Five Minust and
Pull-up.
Pull-up. And so Pull-up are very, let's say, vanilla, and Five Minust are more outlandish. But rather than Five Minust corrupting Pull-up, what seems to be happening is that Pull-up are giving Five Minust an opportunity to talk about social issues.
You've been learning a lot here.
I have, about Estonia. Not only did they invent Skype, but there's more to the story.
Have you always been a Eurovision fan, though?
I have. It's been on Australian television since 1983, I think. 1 year after I was born, so practically my whole life. And
Your whole life?
My whole life. WHOLE, not HOLE, just to be clear. I've always loved it. It's always been around in Australia. Australians are obsessed with it, but it's really fun to be here and experience it.
And on the spot, favourite Eurovision entry of all time, Courtney?
The first one that came to my mind was Conchita Wurst, Rise Like a Phoenix, 2014.
And she's here.
She's here. She's a friend of mine. There was a rumor in the European press a few years ago that we were in love because we were hanging out and she posted a photo of the two of us all curled up together saying, "I love you, Courtney Act." And then there was a media firestorm all about it.
And are you in love?
Yeah, in a platonic love. We get up to a lot of mischief. Conchita's one of those people, whenever I see her, I know that we're going to have a lot of fun together.
Conchita came on the live episode of the podcast and was so funny, just brilliant, had an audience and was just incredible.
She's got a cheekiness, which I think when singing Rise Like a Phoenix, you might not assume that there's a real mischievous side. Sort of you get a partners in crime vibe when we're together.
Maybe you two should do a Eurovision duet one day.
Hey, I'm open. Austria to Australia.
It's like one letter difference.
Yeah, I couldn't do the math quick enough.
Right, let's do a little Australia Eurovision quiz with you. See how much of a fan you are, okay? So we've got 5 questions for you. Okay, here we go. Question 1. Guy Sebastian was Australia's first participant. Where did he place in 2015?
5th.
Correct. This is good. You gave the points for Australia in 2022, but who did you give your 12 points to?
That was, of course, Chanel for Spain.
2 out of 2.
I know this because I'm a national treasure in Spain, I've been told, for giving them points. Yeah.
Number 3. Sheldon Riley, who represented Australia in 2022, covered which Eurovision song recently on America's Got Talent Fantasy Legends?
I feel like I saw it. Was it Lorraine Euphoria?
It was Tattoo. Half a point.
Thank you.
2.5. Jessica Malmō performed in 2018 with We Got Love. But what was the name of the song she sang in the 2014 Interval Act when we first saw Australia?
Oh no! We Got Love. That was that one. I love Jess so much. I don't know.
Sea of Flags.
Sea of Flags.
That was the name of it. Sea of Flags.
I wasn't going to get that right, so there you go. I'm glad I didn't even try.
And finally, what lyric? I'm going to read you 2 lyrics. Which Eurovision Australian entry is this? Symphonies of dreams and highlights caught up in this crazy fast life.
Montaigne?
Dami Im, Sound of Silence.
Number 4.
Symphonies of dreams and highlights caught up in this crazy fast life.
You know, people say we were robbed.
A lot of people say that. When she hit that high note on the box.
She's amazing. And I think people say, and I'd like to talk about this now. I'm glad I have this platform because I think that sometimes people don't vote for Australia because they're worried that they'll have to fly to Australia to do Eurovision if that happens. But there is some sort of agreement with the EBU that if Australia does win, it will be hosted in Europe. So, I mean, even though I'm sure you'd all love to come to Australia,
We would.
but yeah, you don't have to. So don't let that stop you from voting for Australia, because if that's what stopped Dami from winning, I just don't want that to happen again.
Well, look, you've been doing your homework, you've been doing your reconnaissance, your Eurovision revision. Maybe we will see you 2025 Australia, Courtney Act.
Well, at 11:11 today, I was sitting with Zachariah and I noticed the time and we both made a wish. So I'll let you know next year whether it came true.
Watch this space.
Thank you.
So I've just walked about, 10,000 steps to the very top of the arena, to the commentators area to find Mikko from Finland. Hello.
Amazing to be on your podcast. Thank you.
It is quite a trek to get to your booth, isn't it?
And they just changed the route that we need to follow, so it's new for us as well. So it is a long way from the delegation area. Yes.
And it's very hot up here.
My booth, all the booths, they are always either hot or cold. It's never in between. This year it's hot. I'm used to it.
Well, it's like you're in the Finnish sauna, basically.
It's gonna be that way tonight.
So how long have you been commentating for Finland for?
Since 2016, this was Stockholm, my first year, I arrived unprepared. I thought I would kind of write all my postcards in Stockholm, get it done. Oh my God, it was awful. Never listened to that. That year, my commentary, it was so much work. Now I know better. I come very well prepared. My postcards are already done. I listen to the podcasts. Thank you for that. I look at what the fans are writing. I check out the pre-parties. So I've done my research. And here, I just kind of kill my darlings. I kill my darlings. I meet with the artists and throw away my postcards and find some new, fresh stories. But if I don't, I have a backup, so I can relax.
You do your homework, basically.
I do my homework. Now I know how to do this, and I arrive prepared.
What was it like last year when you very nearly won?
Yes, it was a very, very special year last year for Finland. I think I will never again experience such. That would be kind of random for us to be so popular during my era as a commentator. So I knew it was a unique year as it was happening. We knew that Loreen was the favorite, so it wasn't a surprise. But of course, you keep wishing. I mean, come on, it is boring that Sweden keeps winning. It would have been better for Eurovision for Finland to win. It would have been more exciting, more fun. So everybody was rooting for us. So it was amazing. It's the first time that I, as a commentator, was approached by other commentators with questions like, oh, what's the weather like in Finland in May? Oh, are there direct flights to Tampere? I don't know if there are direct flights to Tampere from London or from Hamburg. No idea. So it was very, very unique. And yes, we were disappointed, but even more happy than disappointed. It was amazing.
We saw Käärijä in the second semi-final, and that song still goes crazy, even arguably more crazy than some of the artists this year.
Yes, that is the song they play in the pre-show in the arena. They are looping it. That is the show. I think the Swedish production, they are trying to make a joke out of it. I mean, they have movements and stuff on stage tonight, and they think it's funny. But the audience loves it. So thank you for the joke, Sweden, but it's on you.
Yeah, I saw the Moomins as well.
Yeah. But I'm trying to figure out if they actually speak Finnish. So I'm trying to find them for my commentary. Are they real Moomins? Or are they Swedish Moomins?
I bet they're Swedish Moomins. Edward, the director, the show director, is probably just having a laugh with you because I'm guessing there was a bit of rivalry between you and him last year.
That's what he thinks. I had Sweden, such bad winners. They win and then they complain about it. They win and then they make these jokes about people whining about it. Come on, enjoy your victories, Sweden.
Are you having fun with Windows 95 Man this year as well?
We are so happy to be in the final. It's the first time ever that Finland has qualified 4 years in a row. It's never happened before. So I think kind of success brings more success along. So we've done so well that now for Windows 95 Man, it was kind of paved. People are interested in Finland. And I think it has to do with the local selection, UMK, just being super strong recently. Oh, it is hot in here.
It's really hot.
Really hot in here. How much longer are we speaking? I have a 3-hour show to host tonight, and it's already so hot. We need to do something about the aircon. Where's the help button? Oh,
This is where you can be a diva, right?
I have a help button and I can ask them for anything if there's an issue. And the issue is that it's very hot. Do something about the aircon.
Did you hear about the conspiracy about how, obviously, in the last 4 years, Käärijä was green, the Rasmus were yellow, Blind Channel were red, and Darude were blue. And this year we have Windows 95 man representing all four. Everything was leading to this moment.
I saw this meme on Instagram, I think, and it is genius.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think it's all true.
It's probably Teemu's plan all along, maybe.
I'm so happy for Teemu. I mean, he is an artist. He's not. He's a DJ. He's a visual artist, a painter. For him, this is a performance of art. And it seems to me that people are getting it. I was really, really worried that Europeans would not find this funny. I was so worried they would not get the irony. But they are getting it. So it's fun. It's going to be fun tonight.
And I love that Henry, the singer in the act, this was never his intended plan to come to Eurovision, was it? He did the demo and they were like, you're in it now and you're going to give it 100%. And I always think when I see him backstage, there's this air of, how did I end up here?
That is unique, and he's a very, very talented singer. So what I really hope is that the juries would not only look at the performance and the denim egg and all the nakedness and craziness. This is not a novelty act. Henry is an amazing singer and a vocalist. We have also 2 live backing vocalists. So I hope they open their ears when they see this performance.
And we should, for all the geeks listening, one of the dancers is one of Käärijä's dancers as well, aren't they?
Correct. Jesse Vians, Dutch dancer, also one of Käärijä's dancers, second semi-final on stage as well with Käärijä. We saw him last year in Liverpool and now with Windows 95 man. And more for the geeks, the studio director guy with the phone, what are they? The headphones on the stage is one of the singers who's singing while he's coming to the stage. So he plays the role of the camera person and also the role of the fan that you see as a silhouette so that private parts are not revealed. So as he is singing backup as a backup vocalist, he's also acting all these parts.
Why are you not in your denim shorts today?
I will get changed as soon as you're gone.
Mikko, great to talk to you. I'm going to leave this box because it's way too hot, but have fun.
It's going to be sweaty. Have fun. Thank you so much.
So here at the Eurovision Song Contest, some people have been part of the delegations for years and years. They've been coming for, almost a decade or so. But there are always people who are involved who are here for the first time. And I found one of them, part of the UK delegation. Do you want to tell everybody who you are and what you do for Olly Alexander?
Hi, guys. I'm Meshach Henry, and I did the choreography for Olly for the UK's entry for Eurovision 2024.
Your first Eurovision?
It is, yeah. I'm new on the block.
It's quite an experience, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's I've sort of had to really sit with myself and try and work out like what the days are like. And the only way I can kind of describe it, it's sort of like a beast of an operation. It's so huge. Every minute is interesting, and you're sort of really having to like, I don't know, ground yourself in and amongst sort of the wildness of it. But that is also, I think, what makes it, for me, feel so kind of exciting and exhilarating.
For Dizzy, I've already spoken to Olly about this. It's mind-melting, right? When you see it first, it's mind-melting. Where did the idea for the whole choreo come from?
I think we had sat down, so Theo Adams, who did the staging and the creative, his genius. We sat down and we were like, how can we make something that doesn't feel necessarily for Eurovision, but that will sort of create some sort of buzz and excitement? Theo sat down with me and we looked at all these references of images that sort of depicted like bodies in a box that didn't necessarily when you on first glance like register to the brain, in some sense sort of images that depict an optical illusion. And we knew we wanted to do something interesting, and we knew we sort of didn't necessarily want to sit on the narrative of making the song feel so obvious and so sort of like, oh, we can get him on a revolving stage and he can spin, which I think people expected. I guess we ended up at a dirty, filthy locker room that sort of has no back so that you can see a screen that almost like feels like it's, I guess, falling through space. It's quite abstract in some way.
So it was your idea to put these dancers literally upside down, because it all comes from the camera. There's no special effects. Like, they are actually doing, and like, I still, even talking to you now, it still kind of fries my brain a little bit, because some of them start off upside down.
Yeah, they do. So it's a whirlwind of a journey for them, and like, oh, bless them, they're upside down for quite a long time too. Also trying to not feel like they're upside down, so it's a kind of a hard place to be for them. But they're doing amazing. But yeah, sort of always shifting between working out whether the image to you is the right way or the wrong way, or trying to understand whether or not one individual is on the floor or the ceiling or the wall, or, you know, I'm still trying to get my bearings with it. I made it, so I am aware of it, but also I still sometimes get confused. I'm like, oh, what the hell is going on?
Were you ever a Eurovision fan? Did you watch it? Or have you come to this with completely fresh eyes?
No, so yeah, I've watched Eurovision for years, and me and my sister, I've got a twin sister, me and her used to stay up late and watch Eurovision when we were like kids. And I've always been obsessed with it, and I think the fact that we can get our hands on it this year has been incredible. But it's sort of one of those moments where I actually won't realise maybe the weight of it until sort of I can sit outside of it and then process it. I think it is a whirlwind, and we're right inside of it right now, so it's sort of really mad to sort of think about that we're here and we're doing it, and it's going to happen.
Do you geek out on seeing everybody else's choreo as well?
Yeah, of course. Like, I mean, I'm shuffling. Every performance I've watched, I'm shuffling my feet. I'm also probably trying to learn it in the back of my mind, whilst also probably like trying to be like, oh, how did they do that? And what was that? What was the idea behind that? But yeah, I geek out all the time. I also geek out at like the styling and the lighting and the staging. It's like, I think that's what Eurovision does best. It really does bring every little entity of all of the creative that goes in part, and like when it's sewn together so well, it is a game changer. It's incredible.
It's like you're one of the team managers for Team Olly. Olly's the captain, and the other four dancers are like the players. It's like a little sports team.
It is, yeah. It is. It's funny. It's like a game. And in our dressing room, I went to a shop the other day and bought darts, and I bought like ping pong. So it sort of weirdly feels like we're all like in a boozer, like having fun, which also sort of resembles maybe a bit of what we're trying to create with the game that we've created. It is a game for them, you know. They're definitely having fun. I hope, fingers crossed. But yeah, they're
well, maybe not when he's upside down for the 10th time, when they have to restart.
I was maybe like, can you do it again? And they were all like, oh, I literally can't see, you know, my eyes, I've gone blind, and the blood's in my head. But all the boys were amazing, and this performance really, really would not have been what it is without, I think, the village that created it. It is special, and I'm really, really, really proud of every single person that had worked on this.
Has it given you a taste of Eurovision that you might like to do it again?
I mean, yeah, I think like I will be very sad when we have to go back to the UK, and when I'm not on a job like this. I think it's been insane, and hopefully it won't be the last.
And in past years, what choreo have you loved at Eurovision?
I know this will be probably a lot of people's as well, which makes me feel maybe a little bit like, oh, am I copping out on this answer? But I think for me it's Chanel with Slow-Mo. I think like just to be able to perform that choreo and sing like that, and to sort of have the two hand in hand, it's like every time I watch it, it is always wow. And also it's in some respects it's simple and it's effective, and I think like it's one of them performances that like really imprints choreographically in your brain. You sort of like always want to attempt every moment. You can really remember the hand slide through the hair with the strobe lights. So yeah, for me it will be Chanel Slow-Mo.
Have you ever attempted it?
I have basically every time I get in the shower, yeah.
So big thank you to Meshach Henry, to Mikko, the Finnish commentator, to Serbian legends Bojana and Konstrakta, to drag superstars Courtney Act and Nicky, and to the pair opening the grand final, Marcus Martinus representing Sweden. I really hope that you have enjoyed all the chats with this year's artists. What an incredible bunch of people. And all that is left now for them to do is to sing for one last time in that grand final. And very soon, we're going to have a new winner of the Eurovision Song Contest.